Football-wise, the must-watch. Average, no goalkeeper had to make any save. But tactically, Arteta was just wonderful. And Pep Guardiola make lots of mistakes. It was one-sided tactically. We start by how both teams approach the game. City played 4-3-3 with Gabriel and Akanji go up. Akadis go this way, and Diaz go this way, and Kovacic comes here. And that's how City attack. And De Bruyne roaming around, trying to add player whenever he's needed. Meanwhile, when City has the ball, Arsenal close down the players in numbers, committing player up. And when they lose the ball, they straight away go back, four players in the back. They become very close to each other, full in the fullbacks, full in that half space which City like to play. Saka come and become the fullback, and Jesus come and become basically six player in the back. Then you have a diamond here from the central players just to block that. And that make it very difficult for City because now City, whenever they have the ball, they try to pass it around. Kanji going up, Caldwell going back, Diaz pushing there, Ake pushing there. You can see there is no way to pass the ball. There is no way to pass to that half space which City like to play. So what City done is trying to target the only place possible, which is in the flank, because they have one player only, and you have the long ball here. And because every time the ball have, then basically Arsenal surround that player, so the player doesn't have time to pass. So what you do, they send long cross, which is well dealt by Gabriel and Saliba all the time. What Arsenal did smartly as well is like when Saliba has the ball, White go up, Odegaard come close to Saka, Jorginho come here close, and Rice come and join there. Jesus stay far away as well as the Havertz. So what happened is because Arsenal gonna send the long ball hit that area, you can see at all the time there is a superiority of Arsenal numbers, so they can get the ball. So what happened is City start pushing the player to that side. Then Arsenal can trace some triangles here, and one run is enough for them to get the ball and just cross it in the box. And you have two Arsenal players against two City players, and that happened a lot during the match. The problem with City is they never explore that area. That's where Arsenal were lacking numbers and start to counterattack there. Yet most of the time they start to build up from there in a tight space, which put them under pressure because Arsenal was closing them in numbers. And that's why they lost the ball many times when the easy option was just there. Look to how City closing down. Gabriel has the ball, two City players run towards him. Then you have a wall of City players trying to protect the area and blocking the pass options. Only problem is they are blocking the pass option behind them, not in front of them. And that's why you see Gabriel have a chance to play wide the ball or in the center for the two midfielders there. And again, the same thing. Raya has the ball, and you can see you have lots of big spaces unprotected from the left and right for Arsenal just to pass the ball so comfortably. And that's criminal. But look how Arsenal are closing down. City has a player. You can straight away see five Arsenal players running towards that area, outnumbering the four players of City there. The City player doesn't have any option, just send it back to the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper, because Arsenal keep closing down and causing panic for the players who has the ball, his options are limited and most of it is rushed. That's why they end up City sending many too long balls, which end up all the time in the hands of Arsenal. Now we see again, City has a ball. The only option they have is to pass it to the sides because he's the only player, the fullback, who has space. And you can see straight away, once the ball being passed to that player, there is five Arsenal players who are going to come and surround him and going to circle him. And that's a trap which Arteta done. Now City has a ball. One of the Arsenal players all the time come in his face. He panicked. He has better two options, like you can see those players. He can pass to De Bruyne or he can pass to Rodri. But because he panicked, he made the wrong choice. Rodri actually has the better space. That was the space where City needed to target because Arsenal was pushed to the right side, and that's where City needed to counter Arsenal from that side, from the left. But the player panicked and sent a long ball, which was easily anticipated by Arsenal player. So defensively, Arsenal was marvelous. But look again, that superiority in number is not helping Arsenal defensively, but it helped them attacker-wise. Arsenal get the ball. You can straight away see he has four players to pass and only two players of City in that area. So easily they can outnumber City. He make one simple pass and you can see he can create this four players, they can pass the ball around. They can create another four players passing circle, or another three players triangle, or another four players on the other side. The combination are unlimited. They were passing the ball around them because they outnumber them in that area. And this is why it was genius from Arteta. Because not only you can win the ball, you will have more chance to score a goal and create a chance. And that's what happens straight away. You can see there is a space there. Two players thinking of running there. And the player who ran was wide. And you can see straight away he has an option to cross. And if he crosses, there is two Arsenal players, there's two City players. And Jesus got the ball and he wasted a great opportunity to score a goal. Now let us see how Arsenal push City in the sides. If the City have the ball, you have those four diamonds in the middle, which make it impossible for City to pass through those diamonds. And you can see there is a big line of four defenders and the two wingers becoming fullbacks and basically getting another wall, defensive wall. So the only option City has to pass to the fullbacks. Now this is the half space they needed to attack. But the Akanji didn't run there. So what Silva did is he passed the ball back. And what happened then? They crossed the ball because they ran out of option. And you can see the four diamond in the center keeping shape and plus the sixth player, the defensive line, just in a small area, they are making no space for City and pushing them to do all those crosses. Plus, you can see how you have Rice sitting in the half area and he has like four players around him just in case to protect that zone, which make it impossible for City to explore that area. You can see here the four diamond and those six players keeping the shape. So it's impossible to pass to the center. The only option, again, passes the fullbacks because he's the only player with the space. And Arsenal allows City to do those passes because they knew they can suffocate them. Again, you have two spaces to run. Do any of our players run there? No. So Akanji put it back. Again, you can see the diamond of Arsenal. And look how Arsenal are compact in the back. That's a strong six line of players, including four center halves and the fullbacks sitting in a very compact position. Before we talk about Pep's mistake, let us start how Arteta get his tactics spot on. First is defensive line. They were spot on. They were covering the half space where City lacked to operate. Second thing, they compacted the center area, pushing intentionally City to the sides. Then they surround them. Third is all about the numbers. Arteta make it simple. If you can outnumber City when they attack, having more defenders, then you're going to get the ball certainly. If you outnumber City up where they try to build up from the back, then definitely you're going to get more chances of getting that ball and countering City. And again, if you outnumber City in the midfield, you're going to have a control of the match. So it's simple. And that's why Arsenal looked most of the match like they are playing with 22 players instead of 11 players. Because basically the team was moving all around and covering the essential space, the space where team gonna use it. While City are separate, Arsenal just concentrated their players on those key areas, and that's why they have a dominant number in every single area. Well, we see Arteta done his homework. What about Pep? Pep done nothing. And that's the big problem. He actually respected Arsenal more than they should be. The first mistake Pep done is he allowed Arsenal to play from the back. They never closed them down deep. They were preferring to sit back in the middle and create a wall. And Arsenal was smart because they say, okay, you try to block my way, or I will put more players on one side and we're going to pass the ball to that side and we're going to have more players there. So definitely we're going to get the ball. And if not the ball, we're going to get the second ball when the player tried to challenge him. Number two, the balance of the team was much more defensive. I wanted Bernardo Silva to play in the middle because that's where they need the creativity. And instead, he put Kovacic, and you can see that he struggled to create anything. And credit to him, actually, he pushed him in the back. But without creativity in the midfield, then City game was easy to read for Arsenal. And City end up all the time going sideways because they couldn't create the pass that penetrate those Arsenal defend in the center. And I was shouting during live stream, please change it because it was not working. It was clear in the first half it's not working. And he needed to change the balance, which he didn't until 60 minutes. And that's bringing us to reason number three, which is his late changes. You can see how City certainly dominated and have the momentum once they did the changes at 60 minutes. And I was sure if there was another 50 minutes, City would have scored a goal. They had the momentum from 60 until the 90. They have the momentum. They created lots of chances. Yes, they were unlucky because Arsenal compacted the box. They basically, and even the central area, they basically suffocated City. But they were knocking the door, and you knew it's a question of time. One mistake, and Arsenal is knowing to do those mistakes. But he made the changes late, and his team paid. Number four, I'm not sure why you're pushing the fullbacks up in the pitch when they have no attacking skills. Gvardiol and Akanji, they were horrible. They don't run to the space. They cannot do triangle passes between the player trying to create the chance. They simply get the ball, try a simple pass to the left or right, or hoof it inside the box, hoping Holland gonna get it. At many minutes during the match, I felt I'm watching some other eyes of Bolton. That's how desperate City was. And actually, they were not City desperate. Arsenal trapped them in that corner. They give those fullback no choice just to cross the ball. So overall, all the blame should be on Pep, but we have to give credit to Arteta because Arteta got his tactics spot on. The student outmastered his master.